This episode of We Three Trolls may have content. That's all I got.
Yeah, it is weird. And I would believe that you'd have to listen to more than one to really get
I
it.
can't find my shoes.
Are you wearing shoes?
No.
What are you wearing, actually? Okay, well, why wouldn't you be wearing a bathing suit?
I'm so sorry. I'm here now.
She's here.
Let's get it together, guys.
Rozafa, are you going to need a moment? You need to pull it together, I think.
Rose has landed from the
tequila down here.
Oh,
thank God, I got my shoes.
Oh.
All right, so that means I left my shoes somewhere else.
Oh, shit. She did roll in here barefoot.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
Rozafa, this is definitely going into the podcast. You better believe it. You reek of cigarette smokes. Daddy, did Daddy come home? You smell like my dad.
Listen, I'm everybody's deadbeat dads right now.
Holy cow.
With tits.
You
know that
you do have to
better.
work after this too.
Listen, I was so mad that I had to come in and work tonight, and I was like,
oh, yeah.
but I could have got my shift. I could have got my shift covered, but I came in to do this shit. I wanted to do it. Okay.
Did you go to a barbecue before this?
Yeah.
Well, there was
a fucking barbecue, if you want to call it a barbecue.
Well, was there food?
Not really. There was a lot of alcohol. There was a lot of babies and dogs.
Oof. Their food. There was food there.
Food for the dogs, food for the babies.
Yeah. That's what happened.
Was this a beach barbecue?
No. It was in Silver Lake. It was so hot and.
Oh man, I bet it was hot as shit.
It's 92 degrees.
Sorry, guys.
Mm.
All right, so listen.
Well, God bless America. That's all I can say. You know, gives us the freedom to do this shit.
Guys, I didn't realize I was late, and I just realized it now. I'm sorry, I thought I was early, and you guys were already up in here.
Oh, you were definitely not early.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Fire me now.
I don't listen. You're not getting fired. This is gonna be the best episode ever. I'm not editing anything on this one.
I'm bummed we don't have video. Actually, this is the only time.
I'm not. I think it's good that we don't have a video on it right now.
Tits are out, feet are out. I can't even find my shoes to work in tonight.
The fact
I
that you
need
came
shoes
here
to work
barefoot-
tonight, and I can't find them.
Teats out,
fucked.
feet's out.
Put your feet away, dude. No one wants to look at that.
We Three Trolls are shot live on location in the Brat Cave A.K.A. the basement of the world-famous comedy store deep in the heart of the Sunset Strip. This episode of We Three Trolls is based on the works of the Marquis de Sade. De Sade. That's a really good pun if anyone reads. I'm Officer Roseland. Who's with me today?
I'm Savell.
What? Did you just say Roseland?
Officer Roseland, that's my name.
You son of a bitch.
Why?
You know why?
that
Because
your
my name
hometown?
has nothing to do with that. It's Rozafa Lleshi, you fucking asshole.
It had nothing to do
I
with
don't
it.
really care, but you obviously do. You fucking asshole.
I don't like to explain my jokes to the audience, but I will say that the last few fake names that I gave were aliases of Ted Bundy.
Oh, nice.
Officer Rosebud is what he would introduce himself as. Well, listen, guys, I got good news and I got bad news.
Okay.
All right?
Let's get them both.
I got good
Same
news and bad news. Here's the good news. Gay Pride Month is officially over.
Oh, I'm so sad.
All right, here's the bad news, though. At 11:45 on June 31st, I did suck 8 dicks. I was so close. I was sucking them 2 at a time. It was fucking crazy.
Did they
you,
come?
but I'm not gay. I'm really straight.
Who's not gay?
Me.
Well, anyway. Okay, so I have to explain this to you guys and our listeners because I think you guys probably have lives. There's this thing called Twitch. Twitch, where it's like on the internet where people watch other strangers play video games.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
Well, all the girls that are on it, from what I can gather, are like basically burgeoning cam whores.
Oh.
They're playing the video games in their undies, whatever. They're making money. All right? So get a load of this. This guy tweets at Twitch support. Yo, at Twitch support, I need your help on a purchase I made. The girl I donated $13,000 to spent countless hours moderating her chat and keeping creepers away. He has no idea he's a creeper. and spent time being there for on
$13,000 of
level.
his money.
Listen, yeah, and he says,
Dumb fuck.
yeah, exactly. He said, I found out she is actually married and I want a refund.
Oh, you dumb fuck.
Dude, yes.
Nah.
This is disgraceful. I can't even believe it.
How about this? You go kill yourself
Amen.
and you give that $13,000 away as a
Give it
gift.
to us.
Yeah.
He already did give it away.
He did give it away. That's the problem.
And make her feel guilty about it for the rest of her life. You fuck.
Well, I had to investigate this further. I found their exchange. He messaged her, and I guess she must have screen capped it and put it on the internet, which I think is amazing. This is unbelievable. So he says, so I'm on live stream, and there's news you have a husband. This can't be true, right? And then she says, I do have a husband, but obviously I'm not going to mention him because then people get turned off by that idea. Do you know what I mean? Of course he does. He's turned off right now. I can't even really go through all of it because it's too pathetic. But I will tell you the very last thing. I'm going to read the last thing he ran all the way through. There is no such thing as a nice guy. This concept of nice guys is hilarious. I love that the guys think they're nice. He says, I don't need you. There are a whole lot of other streamers that deserve my time and support. As they say, there are plenty of other fish in the sea. Fish without husbands, you liar skank.
Well, she is a liar.
Dude, listen to that.
I
She
mean-
is, but he has no concept of why she would lie. I mean, of course she would just take the $13,000. I will no longer be dedicating 1/3 of my day to moderating your chat. Anyway, long story short, he calls her a liar bitch face.
Should I close that?
I don't know. It'd be great if this podcast was just 15 minutes. The first 10 minutes, and then us right now alone talking about it for 5 minutes. What the hell happened? Oh, man. All right, take two, guys. Some of us are real hungover
and
from
calming one.
yesterday.
Dude, I'm even kind of hungover though. Felt
Dude,
like
I got a weed hangover. I guess we smoked a fuck ton of weed here last night.
we did, but the
You guys drank last night? I thought it was just me.
Maybe 4 drinks.
No,
but yeah,
you-
I was smoking some fucking weed.
no, we did one shot altogether, but that, I don't know. I had a few Jack and Cokes, and I was pretty loaded.
I just woke up with the worst anxiety. I was like, I wanted to like just hang myself.
That's how I wake up every day.
It
How
was
is this
so
different?
bad. Yeah, no, it's
Usual.
terrible.
It was
Yeah.
fun though. I mean,
Super fun.
the night.
It was the best Canada Day ever. It was the best
Canada
Canada
Day.
Day ever.
Canada.
In
Is
the
that
word.
what I was celebrating? Jesus
Yes, that
That's
was
what you-
Christ.
That's
disgusting.
what
No
you
wonder
said.
you got drunk.
Hey,
You
how
hate
dare
it.
you.
They even have the word cuck in their name, Canuck. Can't spell Canuck without cuck. All right, there it is. I found a joke.
How dare you?
Found one.
Take it back.
I won't take it back. You take back going to a fucking celebration of fucking Canada on the week of America's birthday. I have to tell you, Lady Liberty don't look a fucking day over 200 and 202 or whatever. All right, well, anywho.
We Three Trolls is shot live on location in the Brat Cave, A.K.A. the basement of the world-famous Comedy Store. In the heart of the Sunset Strip. This episode of We Three Trolls was based on the works of Marquez de Sade. De Sade, it's a smart pun. I'm Officer Roseland, who's here with me today.
I am Wub Savell.
I'm Rose Lleshi.
You know, that when I said I was Officer Roseland yesterday, you flipped out. You were like, my name's Rose. Are you making fun of me?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Another thing I don't remember.
You'll hear it.
Oh
I have
God!
a highlight. I'm going to make a highlight reel of
Oh,
what
God,
yesterday's
please.
recording was like.
I just remember you guys' faces, and I was like, "Yeah, I did a good job." And then this morning, I was like, "Nope, not even close, man." Nailed it, dude.
You were apologetic the whole way through, though.
Sure,
it
which is
wasn't
the
as
worst.
though you were not aware of what was going on.
Well, I was going to reschedule. I was like, I should just reschedule. I'm like, no, fuck it. Just go in, do it.
Yeah.
Knock it out of the park.
And you go up and strike out.
Oh, so hard. Too much fun. That's why I don't, day drinking and you go to these parties. I just can't do it like a normal person, like especially if I have somewhere else to be at.
Oh, day drinking's impossible. Yeah,
It's
once you get
impossible.
started, it's time to drink
know.
into
I
the
do
night.
not know how people do it.
I don't like it.
If I day drink, like if I go to a barbecue as you did,
Yeah.
I absolutely have to sleep before I go to do whatever next thing I'm going to
Right?
do.
You need a good nap in.
Yeah.
I was at a barbecue. I didn't even eat anything. I just drank. I did
Yeah.
shots with literally everybody that came through the door. They're like, yeah, we got to do a shot. Like every 5 minutes. We're all maniacs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. I mean, it was fun, I guess.
Sounds like it was fun.
Yeah.
Fuck Canada, anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Canada, this guy might be the troll of the week, and as you all know, Pride Month is finally over. We're free. We're free. I didn't know what oppression was like until Pride Month when I went to the fucking ATM and tried to get money, and it had a fucking rainbow flag on the screen. I was like, oh, this is what oppression looks like. I don't give a fuck about you being gay while I'm getting money at the fucking ATM. What is going on in this country right now?
Maybe it was a different kind of ATM.
Asked him out, baby.
Insert.
You clicked on the right one, though, that you did not get a giant cock to come out of the machine.
That's what you think.
It's a glory hole?
Yeah, you just put in your credit card and it just opens. There's a hole there.
I use the same bank as O.J. Simpson. Chase. Remember when he got chased? I'm so glad O.J. comes back in the news every so often so I could take out my old OJ jokes from year one and take them out and use them again. This is from my favorite website called ChristianPost.com. This guy's the troll of the week, if you ask me. Troll of the month. Troll of Pride Month. Canadian man faces 2 years in prison for passing out Jesus Saves pamphlets at gay pride parade. They're gonna put him in
Really?
They're gonna put him in fucking jail for 2 years for just having an opinion that's different than these other people.
This is
fucking
in
psycho.
Canada?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What
The
were
place
on
you
the plane?
celebrated yesterday.
How dare you?
You hate freedom, do you?
They do.
They sure as shit do. Listen to this. A Christian bus driver in Toronto. This guy is no threat to anyone. He drives a fucking bus. You're going to put him in jail for 2 years. It's craziness.
Wait, is he a Christian who drives a bus, or does he drive a bus that was saved by Jesus?
That's
Was it
the
a
only one
short
I wanna ride.
bus?
It takes you to church, and the only place it takes you is church. All right, a short bus. Come on, man.
Come on,
That's
dude.
not nice.
Just wondering.
A Christian bus driver in Toronto has been charged with a, quote, hate crime, end quote, for distributing pamphlets saying homosexuality can lead to diseases. That's true, actually. And that Jesus can save gay people if they repent. Also true. I'd let him loose. I don't even understand why these Christians are even showing up at the gay pride parade. Wouldn't you be wildly uncomfortable looking at that shit if
Dude,
you're a Christ follower?
They're fucking idiots and they think they're making a difference of some sort. They think they're going to make these people change their minds. No.
They're
Are
going
you
to pick
serious?
up a Jack Chick comic strip and be like, oh, wait a second.
Maybe this dude, he goes out there just to like try and troll for some dick. And then he sees another dude from his church there, and then he's just like, "Oh fuck! Now I gotta be like, it's a sin, yo!" Like, and he starts passing out. What do I have on me? All he's got is pamphlet in his pocket, you know.
Always gotta
That
have
theory
a
makes
way out.
sense,
That's the
actually.
way out. I'm
It
just
does make
saying.
sense. Usually the ones that are way like against it, they're usually are closeted, or they
It
like fucking
happens.
kids or something. One of those.
There's a connection between getting molested and then fucking kids later in life. I would like you all to turn your scriptures to track number 3 on Tool's album Undertow. Maybe track 2.
Prison
a little
sex?
song called Prison Sex. It'll spell it all out for you. Rape begets rape begets rape. Am I right, guys?
Well, that guy, I mean, if you're gonna preach, at least he's going to where he believes the sinners are, Like he's not afraid
Yeah.
to.
He crawled right into the rainbow-colored eye of the hurricane. I think this dude's a fucking hero. That's why I say he's the troll of the month, dude. I wouldn't do that. That's balls.
He's not really a troll because he's arrested and he's going to jail for what, like 2 years?
He's still a
He's-
troll. I
This is
mean, even if he
crazy.
didn't pull it off.
I'm
Well,
reading further. He got fucking fired from his job too, and he says he wasn't given
Whoa.
food for 24 hours while he was in jail.
Jesus.
What the fuck is going on in Canada, dude? That's virtue
dude,
signaling
that
gone
is
awry.
the place where that comedian got fined a bunch of money.
Which comedian?
This comic who was like at a, I don't know, like at a show or something, or he was like hosting something, and then some couple in the front, this lesbian couple, was like being disruptive, and then he started tearing into him.
Yeah,
you know,
this is right
as
natural.
any comic would.
Mm-hmm.
And because they were lesbian or something like that,
I
it like
kind of remember this story.
he got like charged with like some, I don't know, whatever their hate speech laws are up there. So I don't know, I don't remember all the details. You know, you face like a tribunal. It's not like a normal trial or anything.
Yeah.
It's just some fucking people who listen to your
Wow.
shit.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, it was hateful. So, yeah, I know you're a comic, and yeah, maybe they were like disrupting the show. You can't yell at them and say, I don't know, something against lesbians, probably.
Okay, well, so why doesn't someone from the club kick these fucking assholes out? That's another thing I never understand. Like, why
I know,
Because they're
I-
probably
idiots
afraid
out?
they're going to go to jail for kicking them out.
Because
you
they're
know,
gonna throw up a ruckus because they're
Yeah.
gay. Big deal. If the only thing that's special about you is that you like to eat pussy, you suck. Okay, that's it. Excuse me, we're lesbians. We won't listen to this. That's all that you are. Fuck off. Fuck you, loser.
Well, that's what happens when you get too extreme on the left or the right. It's no good, man. That's what's happening in Canada.
Dude,
Canada.
both extreme sides want to censor your speech.
Somehow, yeah.
Whether they think it's morally corrupt because, I don't know, you say fuck,
Yeah.
or whether they think it's morally corrupt because you say faggot. They're both just somebody's opinion about a fucking word.
Yeah.
Such bullshit.
I just say whatever the hell you want. Freedom of speech, man.
Well, we'll have that for a little while longer, but
Yeah,
it's
it's-
coming here too. It came to Canada, took it over. It's coming here,
Too
dude.
much.
They don't have the First Amendment the way that we do.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of countries don't, even though they are relatively free
Mm-hmm.
in their speech. It's not like protected like it is here.
Yeah. You would think it would, because Canadians are so freaking nice. Like, I've never met an asshole Canadian so far, knock on wood. They've all been just like the sweetest people. So it's like, I don't
Yeah, you know where
I just-
nice guys finish, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where they fucking belong. Fuck you, Canada. You're just America Junior. You're just like one big Seattle. That's all you are.
Yeah.
You're one big
Shitty
Seattle
weather.
and one big Portland. The two worst states in the fucking union.
I'll drink a Molson Ice, though.
Hey man, I'll go listen to some Soundgarden.
Molson Ice.
I'll drink a Schmitz Gay every once in a while.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now I
came
know why you
out.
celebrate Canada. You love that gay shit, don't you?
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, no one.
People
There
are
was no Me Too for
infatuated
David
with
Bowie who
him.
fucked like 14-year-old girls, and that's not even a rumor. It's known.
Jeez.
It's fucking known.
Yeah, a lot of these rock stars like fucking. Didn't Robert Plant have relations with a 15 or 16-year-old?
Yeah, he gave her a whole lot of love.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's going on, guys?
Isn't that what the song's about?
Probably. The songs are either about fucking little girls or fucking elves.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, either
So
way, I'm
fucking
not
gay.
into the lyrics. This is the fucking Led Zeppers.
That is the sad part about some of those lyrics. You're like, good lord, what a fucking nerd you sound like.
Yeah.
Talking
Over
about
the hills and the ice and
dragons
snow.
Fucking,
Yeah.
yeah. And Mordor. Like, get the fuck out of here. I don't even want to know.
Well, he
that-
just screams it and it sounds good. You're like, yeah, but what are
Yeah.
you really saying? Who knows?
He always talking about little girl. Little girl. Well, anyway.
My grandmother on my mom's side, she got married when she was like 13. And my grandfather was like in his 30s. Like back in the
Whoa.
day,
Yeah.
Was your grandfather Elvis Presley?
that's so fucking. My mom was
Happened all the
laughing. She's like,
time.
yeah, my dad's like a rapist. I'm like, Mom, that's not funny. She's like, well, back then, she's like, my mom told me
Times
she
were
didn't even have her
different.
period. I was like, what? No way.
He fucked her before she had a period. Is that what you just said?
That's what I'm like, Mom, I don't
gravy.
believe that. But back in the day, that's how it was.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
people used
Yeah.
to get married way earlier. They didn't live as long
Yeah,
either. They were
that's
more
it.
into their life,
Mm-hmm.
like a percentage-wise.
Well,
Yeah.
we didn't have an adolescence until the Industrial Revolution. This is a pretty new concept,
Mm-hmm.
actually, childhood. You were a child, and then you went into the fucking salt mines, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
There was no middle part where you just got to learn about yourself. I found myself at Burning Man. No one found themselves at Burning Man. All right, well, anyway, I wanted to say this about Justin Trudeau. I wanted to read this about him. This is, he must have some some nasty skeletons in this closet. Listen to this. In July 2016, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, a Roman Catholic, my spidey sense is tingling, became the world's first national leader to march in a gay pride parade. Interesting. Pedophiles tend to go to gay pride parades and the Catholic Church. That's interesting.
Makes sense.
Trudeau has also supported Canada's
What word?
Canadians?
What
is that it?
I won't even pronounce their fucking name correctly. I hate them so much.
You don't want to get sued by Canada.
Yeah, I don't want to go to jail for 2 years. Trudeau has also supported Canada's embrace of same-sex marriage, which stands against the Catholic Church's definition of a marriage between a man and a woman. They don't even believe their own fucking beliefs. Do you know what I mean? They don't act on shit. This is why I like this guy who's a Christian that did this. Yeah, it's not in your belief system, so you should fucking promote yours. Roman Catholics do not, or on paper, do not like gays. They do not like freedom, really. They hate freedom.
They don't like
they
sex.
hate freedom of expression.
They don't like sex that's outside of the confines of
You gotta be making a baby.
Outside of fucking a little boy in the butt.
I watched this documentary called Chicken Hawk a while back. I know I wanted to talk about it on the podcast, but I don't know if I want to talk about it on the podcast. But it's amazing, honestly. It's from 1994. You can get it on YouTube for free. It's just like a 60-minute documentary about these guys in NAMBLA, which is the North American Man-Boy Love Association. These dudes are in La La Land. They'll have footage of this guy walking up to these kids at a convenience store parking lot, and he's like, "You saw how he was looking at me, right? He was totally hitting on me." I was like, "No, he wasn't. He was just being friendly because you had a guy with a camera nearby." Are you fucking delusional? There's this one part where they go to the gay pride parade. The NAMBLA people show up, and all the other gays are so fucking mad. They're like, "We don't associate with those guys. They're not our friends. We hate them." And then every single gay dude at the gay pride parade that they talked to said that they had been molested as children. I'm just tossing that out there. It's a fucking faggot factory. Got to teach them how to. You got to groom them, fuck them,
and then groom them again.
Well, then they do the grooming for you later and get you some fucking
I'm
new
just
boy
saying
pussy.
they might have a coiffed hair. Or
Gotta watch Queer Eye, man. Especially if you're into that grooming.
I'm not into
Making
that.
so
you're
many
talking
men
about
in
literal-
Georgia
you're
look
talking about
beautiful.
literal grooming.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I.
Yeah. I love that, like, gay dudes also are really fascinating to me because, like, they always have, like, this frosted hair and shit. It's like, I don't think, who was, like, I don't know. We talked about this yesterday, but maybe we'll talk about it again. The dude who got mummified, who died during a mummification ritual or something.
Oh, yeah, the bondage.
That dude has he had a fucking frosted mullet.
Oh.
He had the mullet too. No loss of innocent life.
Oh my gosh, she had the worst hair. He was a UCLA professor of some sort. It doesn't say what he was.
Professor of dance.
No charges were filed after he died.
Not only were no charges filed, but they didn't even release this to the public until this week, and it happened in November of last year.
William Morris Endeavor, man. You got some power, dude.
That dude's hair is like a crime against Abercrombie or something.
I would have mummified him too, just his face there, his head. I guess I'm uptight. Okay, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. For me, getting my dick into a mouth or a pussy is pretty good. I don't really need to double my money on that. You don't need to tie me up or bummify me and then fuck me. I'm uptight. I admit it. I'm not into it.
Just like a numb person. Like, what do you need all that shit for? Like beat me and like just like.
How far did they go beyond sex?
It's crazy.
They can't enjoy normal sex anymore.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's beyond.
How good could the orgasm be? I've had a handful of orgasms in my day. They're pretty good.
They're
the best. It's
just
the only thing we
standard.
live for,
Just standard. Yeah, totally. You know, the guys that choke themselves out and they just end up dying. You know, those are my favorites.
While they're jerking off.
Yeah.
What a way to go.
Oh, God, what a way to go. How embarrassing. You know, now everybody knows your dirty little secret.
No, they cover it up. They're always like, "Oh, his girlfriend broke up," or whatever.
Oh, he tried to kill himself.
Yeah.
I would cover it up if I was dating somebody and they decided to do that. I'd be like,
dude,
yeah, they killed themselves. I'd feel more comfortable saying that than being like, they hung themselves. Oh, no, they're jerking off.
They're
and they
freaks. Yeah, my son was a freak.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine the double whammy of A, finding your child dead, and then B, seeing your child's dick and stuff, and be like, oh, wait. I was a bad parent, I think. I think I fucked up somewhere around there.
I'm always curious if they finish coming in those scenarios or whether they like
pass out, I
they
think.
they die before they get the load out.
What a fucking shitty way to go.
I know.
Yeah.
With blue balls and shit.
Yeah.
But if it happens after you come, that's an amazing time to go. You just be like, oh my God, I feel so good. I could die right now. And then it happens.
How do you even make the phone call to the police? Hey, so get a load of this. My buddy came over and we were in my sex dungeon and I fucked up. He's dead now.
No, you
can
definitely
you come get his body real
leave
quick?
the details till the paramedics get there.
My friend's hurt.
My friend is unresponsive. We were just getting ready to have some sex, and anyway, I think you should get here right away.
Yeah.
He was like this when I got here.
I mean, clearly this happens a lot because there's no charges filed. So I wonder how often this happens.
It happens a lot here in Hollywood.
Accidental deaths during sex happen all the fucking time.
Really?
Yeah, from all kinds of shit, not just
Old
suffocating.
guys.
Yeah, all these dumbasses putting like a fucking bottle rocket up their ass and
or
shit,
a fucking,
and then they can't get it out later.
Or like a car battery or some shit,
Jesus
and
Christ. We're so vanilla.
We are, honestly. I can't even believe it sometimes when I think about it.
All I need to get off is a woman who doesn't mind me hitting her. Okay, she can mind, but she can't.
I prefer if she minds.
As long as she can't
stop. One of the perks of being my girlfriend is that I will spank your ass all day for no fucking reason. You're just standing around in the kitchen and I do it because I can. It's awesome. I will tell you this. I was thinking a lot about my 20s, my dating experience in my 20s. I hated myself so much. I would never date anyone who was nice. In fact, if I could choose between a nice girl that would be a good relationship and some asshole, went right for the asshole for the whole decade. Is that just human nature?
I think so. I did it. I had my run through Tinder and it was so disgusting.
Tinder.
Oh God.
I had my run through Tinder. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
I got this girl to come over and she brought a joint and I smoked it and I told her to leave.
Hilarious.
Evil. It's like, you want to come by and smoke some weed by my pool? And I was like, you need to go. I want to smoke.
The fact that you had her come over is a little crazy.
It's super evil. I don't even know what I was.
No,
I was really fucked up there.
On the girl's side.
Oh, totally. I don't even know when she was tolerant of any of that.
Girls do that shit to dudes constantly, though.
I know.
That's have some dude come over, bring some shit, and then you don't fuck them.
Bring some wine coolers, and then you invite Chad over to fuck you.
You know,
you share your wine coolers with him.
No, I just invited him to my friend's shows and you know.
Oh, we talked about that.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
I done that too. I done that too.
Man. Yeah.
Dude, one time actually, I did this show called Big Fish, which I reference all the time, but then no one knows what I'm talking about. Oh well. At the Big Fish one time, I invited this girl from Tinder just so we could have an audience member, and she turned out to be super fat. So I didn't talk to her.
I remember that.
Dude, I was about to say, I didn't talk to her at all. And then me and Webb, we were out there for 5 fucking minutes. I swear to Christ. We were out there for 5 minutes smoking weed, and she texted me and called me like 50 fucking times in a row.
It was crazy.
So I did not go back in there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think she went home with another open micer type person, which I saw open micers hitting on her, and I was like, you guys are fucking pathetic.
How fat was she?
Oh, she was as fat as a motherfucker. She's like a fat goth.
I'm guessing the pictures did not reveal this.
I'm saying, well, if
she sent me so many nudie pictures and stuff that I was like, this is such a, and she would always be texting me about fucking and stuff. I was like, it's such a slam dunk, but I just can't. Can't do it.
It's gross.
Just can't do it. Yeah, it's gross.
I do remember that just because I remember she was like texting you a shit ton of times, like a psychotic amount of times.
Oh my God.
Like
at first it was just like, where are you? Where are you? And then it was like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We're literally just outside though.
Dude, I told her, I was like, we're going to be in the front for a minute.
You dodged a bullet there, man.
More like a cannonball. Jump quickly. Crowd cheers as suicidal girl drops to death from building in Gansu. The Chinese, man, they are some cold motherfuckers, dude.
Yeah, dude.
They are so cold. This is not a unique story.
Yeah.
I have seen multiple Chinese stories where somebody is threatening to jump off a building and people are shouting at them to do it.
Yeah. they're
Wow.
disgusted with
There's just too many people there. Is that
Too
why?
many people, dude.
They're just like numb. They're like, okay,
Too many people.
we don't need this many. Please.
This girl's like 19. Actually, the story is fucking sad as shit.
Oh my God.
I shouldn't
That's
have
perfect for our comedy
I shouldn't have
podcast.
even fucking brought it, to be honest. It's so horrific, dude. 19-year-old girl, 4-hour standoff. It's on video, by the way, if you want to watch her do it. So there was like a crowd of people gathered. These are a couple of the things that people said, okay? Oh, no, this is posted on the website now. I waited an hour under the sun for you to jump off the building. Jump quickly. I have to go pick up my kids.
Because she was causing a scene, I guess.
It's like
they-
a
nobody could get
4-hour
through.
standoff.
Oh God.
Yeah, some firefighter almost got her. He went to grab her hand from the ledge, but she seemed to have wriggled free. According to Lee's family, Lee had been depressed for the last 2 years after she was sexually assaulted by her teacher. She left behind a heart-wrenching 6-page handwritten letter accusing her teacher and asking for justice.
Damn.
In the letter, Lee says that on September 5th, 2016, when she was 17 years old, she went to her school's medical room after being troubled by a stomachache. Lee's teacher, surnamed Wu, went to check on her in the resting area and took the opportunity to inappropriately touch her face, kiss her mouth, and bite her ear.
Gross.
That's it. She killed herself over that.
He then continued to touch her lower back and tear off some of her clothes. Luckily, another teacher walked into the medical room and Lee was sent back to her dorm. The school apparently tried to sweep the incident under the rug, ordering Wu to apologize and Lee and then telling the girl to go back to class. With the same teacher.
Wow.
Oh, the teacher that just molested her?
Yeah.
Wow. This Woo guy is
I
very
mean, that's
bad
how
at
you
wooing.
meet to somebody. You fucking jump off a building and like just blame them instead of put it on social media.
Well, that's true.
job.
I would love it.
Good
if
job, China.
That was the case.
So then I guess after that, he was forced to go to the police. Or no, she went to the police with allegations. And they didn't do anything for her either.
That's super
This
sad.
is why women don't report rape, you guys. I believe all women.
She'd already tried to kill herself twice by swallowing pills.
I have a feeling there was something
Wow.
more in place here than just this guy touching her back.
It's probably been years of molestation. Or,
This might have been the
Yeah,
the
'cause-
straw that broke the camel's back.
That's usually how it works. A lot of people they've been molested by a few different people, which is crazy to me. Have you guys ever been molested? Come on.
You know, I
Tell
wonder
me.
sometimes because I have such a rampant hate of pedophiles. I never even met one, I don't think, but I hate them so much that I guarantee it. But I always think that one day I'm going to get really good at LSD somewhere, and then I'll just be like sitting in a room alone and be like, oh my God, I understand myself finally. This is where all the hate comes from.
That's why I'm scared to get hypnotized because I'm like, what is, you know?
What's hiding?
What's in
Yeah,
there?
I don't know.
That is the
Kinda
thing about
creeps me out a little bit.
psychedelics, you know? You don't know what fucking shit that you don't know about, you know? That's like,
Yeah.
What's lurking in the shadows.
Yeah.
And you put it in the shadows for a reason.
yeah, probably
Yeah.
because it's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, totally.
You know?
Yeah.
Apparently, this has happened, you know, the thing like with the onlookers in China before. So this time, they actually are prosecuting some of the people
Wow.
because she ended up jumping, so.
Whoa.
Yeah, I guess it's happened like a few times. So they're like, maybe we gotta like curb this shit before people are just hurling themselves off buildings. And we can't build the nets fast enough.
People complain about how
miserable.
rough life in America is. We don't have suicide nets everywhere because people are killing themselves all the time.
Yeah, you don't go to the Apple store here and on the outside of it there's a net.
Yeah, not at all.
Like,
Not even close.
There should be that. I
dude,
wanna
life
jump out
is
the
so
window.
cheap there in China. It's crazy.
Dude, living 10 people to a fucking room and shit. Unbelievable.
I'd want to kill myself. Just hearing about it makes me want to kill myself.
Dude, I don't even like
They're just
using their
working.
toilets.
How many hours a day are they working? Like, what's the average there? Like, definitely more than 8, right?
crazy.
You know? Oh,
It's
fuck
crazy,
that
and it's
shit.
still better than like what they have been
Yeah.
living with before, you know? Like previously, if you were gonna die on the workplace in China, your body was just being tossed into the Great Wall, you know? But like now it's like at
Gosh.
least you got paid.
Do you think is the Great Wall of China haunted? I hope our wall doesn't get
I
haunted
guess so. Yeah.
Oh my god.
when we build ours.
That shit is already haunted. You know how many
Dude,
people die
I have
going
to
out
tell
in the
you,
desert?
there's a hilarious meme where some liberals are like, it's going to cost $120 per American to build the wall. And then somebody else I saw put some factoids, which is like it costs $12,000 for each American for any immigrant that comes here.
That's funny.
People are upset about it. I tried to look into all that, and I still don't get it. I really don't understand. I thought he signed something to like allow people to
Dude, these
to
assholes
not
are still
separate the
talking
family.
about Flint, Michigan not having water. They've had water for fucking months, idiots.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Nobody ever follows up on any of the things they're outraged about, like to
No.
find out whether or not it's even accurate. It's
Yeah.
like,
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, last week they were bitching and moaning about gun control again. This week it's children. Next week it'll be fucking gun control or something else.
the thing that sort of irritated me about, you remember when the head of the Department of Homeland Security or something, like that lady got like shouted out of the Mexican restaurant?
Yeah.
They're like shame, like yelling at her and stuff. And I'm like, okay, at least in the argument about the gay wedding cake, they weren't arguing for the right to shout at the gay people to leave their establishment in shame. They're
Right.
just like, I just don't want to make the cake. But they're like, no, not only do we not want you to eat here, we want you to fucking leave by being driven out by a mob.
Yeah.
Like,
These
how
people
is
are
it-
sick fucks, dude.
how is it tit for tat even?
It's not even
It's
close.
like-
not.
Yeah, they just
It's-
want to be the oppressor, man. It
Yeah.
sucks.
It's extreme thinking. It's just crazy to think that two wrongs don't make a right. Hello. And also not allowing somebody to eat at your restaurant. Who's that fucking, what's that girl's name?
Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Yeah, Sarah
the other one.
Huckabee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
red
just like,
hen.
I just kind of felt like I don't like the woman. She's really hard to look at.
Yeah,
you know
she
what I
needs to
mean?
lose
Like,
some weight, and then I'll pay attention.
but I mean, everybody's just tearing her down on her looks and what she. I'm like, she works for the president, man. That's her job, dude.
and the president looks like a goddamn Cheeto.
oh my God, there you go again.
Did anyone notice
old.
how orange this guy is?
They're
It's just
shitheads.
funny because like
shitty.
people are constantly claiming the moral superiority and then doing the same thing that
Yeah.
they don't like. It's like you can only get to do one of those things. You either get to be the same asshole and glad that you're in charge now, or you claim moral superiority. I claim neither.
I complain. That's it. Actually, I complain. Well, on the immigration tip, here's a good one. This guy might be troll of the week as well. I mean, also I think Rose is troll of the week for what she said yesterday.
for sure.
Man tries to bribe immigration officer with thousands of dollars to deport wife. I love this story.
That is hilarious,
I
dude.
love this guy. A 48-year-old man from Portland has been charged with 3 counts of bribing a public official after attempting to pay a U.S.
Dumbass.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement (ICE) officer to deport the estranged wife and her daughter. Antonio Oswaldo Burgos, he offered $3,000 in May. He's getting desperate.
Yeah.
The same amount on June 5th. Well, not desperate enough. Then increased the offer to $4,000 the next day. His wife is an El Salvador national. He met her several years ago. Oh, he's a legal U.S. citizen, too.
He is illegal as well.
He's legal, and I think that's why she married him. They married in 2015.
Well, see, that doesn't make sense. He went through all that trouble to bring her over here. Now he's going through all that trouble to send her back. Like, just kill her.
they-
Just kill her like
yeah.
everybody else.
That's love, baby.
At least then you'll be on Dateline or something. Be a little bit more entertaining, you fucktard.
Well,
But
I'm
he
pretty
sounds
sick
foreign
of these,
too, though.
these Latinos trying to kick these illegal immigrants out of the country.
Oh, yeah.
It's just such a stereotype.
They put some people's tweeted response to this story. Dude, these people have no sense of humor at all. It's unbelievable. This guy, Kevin O'Donnell, says, "Don't give my president any ideas."
Oh my
Okay, dude.
God.
These people think the president just runs everything. What the fuck do you think is going on in the world? The president is just in charge of everything?
Did you guys see that story about Eric Trump helping that woman in New York that was like fainting?
Mm-mm.
And he ran across and like helped her.
Surprisingly, the mainstream media didn't want me to hear
No,
about
it didn't.
that.
I guess he helped this woman who fainted. He flagged down this ambulance and got her.
That's amazing.
Can't be seen anywhere.
No, they won't.
You know,
let us, they won't
and
let
it's
us
not like
see
I'm
the
a fucking
humans.
Trump fan, but I'm like, I like saw it. I was like, oh, well,
That's not what you said yesterday when you were wasted.
Yeah, it was really
let me
awesome.
see.
You spent 20 minutes saying what a Trump fan you were. We could ruin you.
That is definitely the part that should be on the preview.
Okay, we'll do it. But I looked on CNN.
Oh,
I
it was
looked at
fun.
all the different webs, news sources. It wasn't on there. I was like,
not part of
can
the
you guys
narrative.
just put something nice about
Yeah.
them? Like, just make it a little bit balanced, you
You
know?
think
Like,
if Sasha Obama had assisted somebody fainting in the street, that wouldn't have been in the news?
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Dude, she's usually fainting in the street fucking drunk. She's a regular Laura Bush. Dude, the Bush twins, were they twins?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
would've
don't know if they were twins.
I
but
would
they
have
were,
fucked the hell out of those girls. Those
they
girls
were
look like a lot
partiers.
of fun. Just
Yeah,
like their
party.
dad. Apple
Yeah.
don't fall far from the tree.
Yeah.
You know the Bush twins got that good cocaine.
Oh,
yeah, and Grandpa
Yeah.
ran the CIA. They got the best cocaine.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
George
Yeah.
Bush was like a total alcoholic cokehead.
Dude, he
seemed
seemed like a fun guy.
Yeah.
He's a great painter. I have
Yeah.
to say,
I
he's
like
a
his
great
paintings.
painter.
He's really good.
He's very talented at painting. It's shocking.
really good.
That's why I love it. Like, it's the same with Trump. These people are like, the president's a retard. He's an idiot. No, he's not. He went to fucking Ivy League schools all his life.
Yeah.
I think he's probably pretty smart. Leave my president alone.
It is kind of funny how people think if you just have a different opinion about something,
should go to jail
you
for 2
are
years.
not only like wrong about that opinion, you're stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe maybe not stupid. Maybe you just think something different.
Yeah,
Like,
I love that.
It's possible,
I love
you know.
that argument. I'm like, yeah, you just shut the argument down. Like that's all you have to say, that you're stupid or you're inbred or this or that.
you fuck your sister.
Racist. Yeah, like that's the comeback. I'm like, okay.
By the way, when you're saying that I fuck my sister, that's racist. That's racist.
It is a little bit, yeah.
I don't fuck my sister just because I'm from the South and I'm white. We don't fuck our sisters. Our sisters are fat. All right? We fuck other people's sisters that are thinner.
Our sisters are.
I mean, 9 out of 10 of them. You ain't seen fat till you've been to the South.
That's true.
It's unfucking
There's
believable.
a lot of fat
You go to
people.
the Walmart, there's no wheelchair thing because they're all used.
In the Midwest in
up.
general, the people there are some huge motherfuckers out there.
Yeah.
And you drive across the country, I don't know how many times you've done it. I know you've definitely driven
5
back
million
to
times.
Louisiana.
Yeah,
a
I've seen
number
it
of
all,
times.
baby.
You see so much shit in the middle of the country. I love driving across the country.
Oh, it's the best. It's so fucking cool to see America how it really is. I love it. I love going in little hillbilly podunk towns. Compare them to the podunk town I came from. Dude, I saw some guy bitching about how he came from a really small town that had 40,000 people. Dude,
40,000.
that's
not
a
a small
fucking,
town.
that's an amazing metropolis compared to where I came from. I think when I was a child, because I looked at the stats one time last year, there were like 18,000 people in my town. Now there might be 30,000, which is like, so quite a bit later and after Katrina when all the people left.
My fucking mom is from a town of 500 people. And then when we went there for like my grandmother's funeral, this maybe like 10 years ago or probably longer than that.
I'm sorry for
But
your loss.
It was a real sudden 90-year-old death.
Yeah. Too
And,
soon.
Yeah. Wait another 10 years.
But dude, even then at that time, there were 1,500 people who lived there. So
Right.
they've gained 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Like, it is
Jeez.
a tiny fucking place. Like, I don't think people really understand what it's like when you live in that type of
I grew up
spot.
in a
It's a
small
nightmare.
town. I think
You do
there's
too? Oh, you're outside of Chicago?
yeah, outside of Chicago. So it's like 2 hours
like 2
outside,
hours.
like an hour and a half. It's closer to Champaign-Urbana where the U of I is at. But dude, I think there's like 5,000 people in that town. It was tiny.
Yeah.
It was so small. I mean, and there was a bar on every corner. Like that's nothing else to
Bar
do.
or a church.
I know
nothing
people
else.
Yeah.
talk about like
Nothing
how
else to
how
do.
close and like, I don't know, their social circles are now.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, if you're in a town and there's like fucking only a few hundred people there,
Mm-hmm.
like everybody knows everybody's shit.
Oh, hell
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Like
they do.
for generations of
Yeah.
shit, not
Oh,
just
hell
like
yeah.
shit
Yeah.
about you. They know
Yeah.
shit about like your grandpa that you don't even know.
Yep. It's crazy.
Dirt that's been like, kept in their family for years. Like, some grudge.
Yeah, we were that family. In my town. I still are, actually. They think we're trash, and I kind of agree.
We were the
We were
we were the
trash.
foreigners that had the restaurant,
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
and
Don't go eating there. They're gonna try to try to put some Mediterranean food on your plate. Rice pilaf? What the fuck is this shit?
it was diner. But I remember like there was a guy that we always had like Mexicans working in the kitchen, obviously, that they also lived upstairs, but this guy was like,
Totally legal. I
if
bet.
he's no, so illegal. He's like, if that guy's cooking my food, I don't want it. told my dad only my dad could cook for him, and my dad's like, go fuck yourself, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey,
I'm not gonna.
Hey, money's green. Oh,
Yeah.
he's a Mr.
No.
He's a
Well,
red hen.
and also because my dad didn't say anything because he felt he didn't want to hurt Filiberto's feelings. He's like, that's like, are you serious, dude? Like,
I will not have that Mexican make my quesadilla. Goddamn it! Get someone else.
You
in
know
here.
what's hilarious is those Mexicans ended up buying the restaurant. We sold it to them.
No way.
Oh, nice. American
and,
dream.
Opened up like a little Mexican place there. Totally fucking busy, doing great.
How's that?
And it's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
It's good food. It's
they're-
really good food.
That's cool. They were doing diner food, and now they're doing Mexican
They
food.
switched it to Mexican food.
That's
I
what's up.
think it's all Mexican food, or mostly,
Dude,
they
people
probably have-
think that like interracial marriage is like what will bring like cultures together. Fuck that, dude. It's restaurants.
Yeah.
Food.
Oh,
when
hell
somebody
yeah.
likes that food,
Yeah.
then they go there, they meet the people who own it. That's
Yeah.
how people like they
Yeah.
cross those barriers, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is weird though, like some of the restaurants that you'll see in the Midwest that are like some immigrant has started the restaurant. Like they'll just combine shit, Like in Virginia there's this restaurant, it was Japanese, Korean, and Chinese food
Like, Jesus,
by
man.
a Korean dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, this is just like, well, no one's gonna know.
Yeah. You know why? It's just
They
for
don't know what
white
I am.
people, for retarded white people. They're like,
Yeah,
okay, Korean, combine all of them.
Yeah, and
that's the selling
in the
point.
South, all these Vietnamese people own Chinese restaurants.
Yeah.
And they try to sneak Vietnamese food into the menu and shit.
Like dogs and stuff.
Yeah, Chinese. Also, yeah, exactly. Dog.
There's also a bunch of Chinese people from Vietnam though.
Is that right?
Yeah. It's
Well,
like
then we
a
need to go in there and
whole,
wipe out Vietnam too, huh? We need to finish what we started. I didn't know they were Chinese. I love Toxic. That's a
Yeah.
great song.
You like your Louisiana girls, huh? 'Cause
Dude,
she's not fat.
I wanted to tell you, she comes from the town. She comes from a town
Brittany
that's near
does?
my hometown. Yeah. And her town is so shitty. It literally only has the Sonic where she got her picture taken smashing the car with the umbrella. That's all it is. There's a Sonic and a gas station. They ain't fucking shit. She used to come to my hometown to do stuff. That's crazy to me.
God.
That hometown that
Oh,
was so shitty and
God.
small that I wanted to escape all my life. That's what she went to as like a respite. That was like the big city. Like that's
Yeah.
fucking crazy to me. Yeah, Kentwood, Louisiana. What a shithole. It's like Africa. That's a shithole.
The whole continent?
You know what the real shithole is? It's America. Yeah, right, dude. That's completely accurate. That's why everyone's trying to come from their shithole to live here. Because this one's worse. None of their logic makes any sense. Because they're trying to appeal. They're trying to appeal to our emotions, but their emotions are faulty. This is inaccurate what you're fucking saying. It doesn't even make sense to me.
Dude, that always pisses me off when I hear someone say something like let's say there's some dilemma or something, I don't know. Like, well, how would you feel if that was your sister or your wife or your daughter? Oh, you mean how would I feel if I was like totally emotionally invested in something and like unable to rationally think it through? That's how I should react?
Yeah.
That's the best way to
Yeah.
think of a scenario? Like, oh, okay, cool. I'm glad we're all just like think that it's great to make our decisions under duress.
Well, that's insane, people. What was that article that you guys sent me about how liberals they did a test and they're like, actually,
yeah.
liberals are more psychotic
Yeah.
than
We should
than,
do that one. To
Yeah.
finish
Than
up.
Republicans?
That's a great article.
Sure.
It's a really
I get-
telling.
But I think anytime one side gets too extreme, that's what ends up happening. And it's just like people screaming at each other. You're not really solving anything. You're just being a crazy person.
Yeah.
You're just getting triggered, which I hate fucking using that word because people use it way too much, but that's exactly what it is.
Dude, we're living in this nightmare zone right now. I got into it the other day with some dude on my Facebook because I posted this thing where I said, if gay people have Pride Month, can I have Prude Month? Because I don't like anal sex. I mean, I don't even want to have anal sex with a girl. I think I'm just a prude.
Oh, I think I saw his comment.
Dude,
His
that's a pretty good joke.
It's funny.
It's clearly a joke about me. I want to
Yeah.
make that clear. I'm clearly making
Yeah.
fun of myself here. This
Yeah.
dude pops up here, gay dude. I'm assuming, judging by his brightly colored dreadlocks, he might be a homosexual.
Yeah.
He pops in and he says, "That's every other month for the prudes, idiot." I lost my fucking shit. This motherfucker I don't know adds me on Facebook 2 days later, is calling me an idiot. I got news for you, pal.
You're the idiot. First of all, you're doing open mics and you can't even recognize a fucking joke when you see it, and you think you're going to be a fucking comedian. I think that you are an idiot.
You fucker. So what I said was, listen, buddy, you take cock up the ass. What you feel is the opposite of pride. And it should be. That was one I had
Holy
locked and loaded
shit.
all Pride Month.
Holy shit.
I had that one locked and loaded all Pride Month.
People need to know how to take a fucking joke, man.
Yeah, whatever. So anyways, when I get killed by a dude with fucking colored dreadlocks, now you know. This other woman, too, popped up on my thing. This one's a real psycho because it took her 2 days to say what she wanted to say. I posted this thing where I said, I just masturbated in front of Louis C.K., and this woman pops up and says, "You're a creep. I hate your background." I was like, "My background? What are you talking about? You know about my childhood? You don't like it? You know about my hometown?"
Yeah.
And then, dude, I'm telling you, I went back. She laid down about 60 comments on this post.
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
Dude, she was still posting on it today, and I stopped reading it like 28 hours
Oh my
ago.
God.
She's still
Christ.
posting. But it took about 30 to 40 comments before she said, "Oh, I don't like the color that you used for your background. Everyone already used that purple color." I was like, "Okay."
What? What?
What?
Why didn't she just start off with that?
That's because she's fucking retarded. She's on drugs or something like that. This is something I never send friend requests. The only time I send friend requests are to girls that I met on Tinder and then botched it with, and I'm just like, oh, maybe I'll try to fuck them later somehow, which I never do. But I never send friend requests. So now I'm just gonna stop fucking accepting them. I don't want your fucking friendship, jerk. Calling me an idiot.
Because you don't even get jokes. Like, why are you friends with a comedian and supposedly you're a comedian if you don't get a fucking joke? Get upset about everything. Like, come on, dude. Get over yourselves. Everybody.
I just don't understand why people can't enjoy jokes anymore. Can we not have fun? Does everything have to be so fucking serious? Everything has to be Rage Against the Machine 24/7. No fucking sense of humor. Fucking grimacing all day.
Everybody's
Nonsense.
overdosed on irony, and now they can't get it anymore.
We definitely are
You
witnessing
know?
the
That's
death of
a
irony.
good
It's
way
dead.
to put it. Yeah.
You are
It's like-
right. They overdosed. The
Yeah.
early the 2000s was all irony. We
And
were
they-
listening
they
to
s-
Limp Bizkit as a joke, stuff like
Everything
that.
is as a joke. They squandered the fucking greatest, like, I don't know, literary and artistic tool for humor, and they fucking wasted it on T-shirts and shit. You know?
It was better when we were using irony for the end of Tales from the Crypt episodes. I love the ironic twist of every Tales from the
Yeah.
Crypt episode. It really is
I
great.
used to love that show. I wonder if it's still good if we watched it today.
Oh, hell yeah. The first
Yeah?
season is awesome because they have a bunch of cool actors that weren't famous then, which are, you just get to watch them be good. It's a fucking cool show.
HBO or something?
I
It was
thought-
one of those television
Yeah.
shows
Yeah,
I wasn't
hell
allowed
yeah.
to watch, but I always did.
Oh, hell yeah. I was
Then
like
I'd be
11.
a perv and try to catch the porn that was like the fuzzy porn. I'm like, come on, let's see. Is that an asshole, a nipple? What is it? Ooh, okay.
Kids of today have no idea what a struggle it was just to see a nipple.
Dude, on the way here in my Lyft, I looked over and my driver was like, what in the hell? And I look over and there's like big advertising for Pornhub. It's on Santa Monica Boulevard. Obviously, it's Boys Town, but like it's kind of crazy that you're just.
How about if you have
Yeah.
kids? They don't
Yeah,
need to see
I mean,
this shit.
it's like it's overly sexualized. You know, it's just ugh.
I'm really mad
Yeah.
at pornography. I'm not going to watch it anymore. I think it's very destructive to your psyche. I'd honestly rather jerk off to the fucking Sears catalog like I did when I was 13 because I had my fucking imagination intact.
Like, these
It's just...
these fucking Craftsman tools are so hot. These never break, motherfuckers. You can return them forever.
Yeah. That's the kind of tool I like to look at. I don't know, it just feels really creepy and sad for me to watch a guy I hate fucking a girl I want to fuck. It just is pathetic. Because they're all Neanderthals. There's no fuckable dudes in porn. They all look like fucking... They all have that greasy-ass mullet. Even now, they look like...
Well,
something.
turns out a political science journal that published an off-cited study claiming conservatives were more likely to show traits associated with psychoticism, How about just psychosis? Now it says it got very wrong. Apparently, it's backwards. Yeah, it's actually liberals that turn out to be the real authoritarians.
Because they're sociopaths. They try
What
to...
a shock. It's almost as if you'd have to, I don't know, listen to anything right now in the news to realize that.
I switched over. I mean,
Everyone got red-pilled.
I
Thanks,
switched
Donald.
over to not giving a fuck, actually. I
Dude,
voted for Hillary, and
all-
I regret it. But I'm like,
I'm all about making America great again.
Yeah.
I think this is the greatest country in the fucking universe. It's the greatest country that's ever existed. The fact that we're even allowed to sit here and say these things, which are horrible. We could do it. We can't do this in fucking China or even Canada now. We can't do this crap.
Fuck, no, you can't do it in China. Dude, in China, they got surveillance so crazy right now. Out in the fucking, like, Uyghur area.
Did you just mispronounce Wigger?
Uyghur, it's like this fucking way out west, like, mix of, like, Chinese and Russian people.
okay.
And the Chinese, they're always, like, trying to, like, kind of be their own thing. They're kind of, like, autonomous. So now they have drones that look like doves flying out there.
That's so insane.
They have crazy surveillance in China.
Yeah.
That's amazing. They're using the
Like-
metaphor of Christ to further...
Peace.
Yeah, or peace. Whatever.
Ass.
Spread peace.
Spread peace. And spread them cheeks. Daddy's coming home.
And keep on trolling.
Yep.
Keep on trolling.
And most importantly,
God bless America.